You know, I thought it was about time that we finally get another Wargaming roadmap, part 2 of their roadmap that was earlier in the year, showing off regiments and a couple other things. And there's a couple of things I'm very excited. With the last roadmap, I was most excited for the regiments. This time, we have something that could probably live up to that hype as regiments, because regiments was a really good update for clans. We needed it, and we still got regiment stuff still on the way. This is stuff that's coming soon, like Banners of Valhalla. Regiments. Apparently we're getting a part 2 to the regiment updates, more customizations, leaderboards, and more stuff to add to the store of regiments. I don't know exactly when it comes. It says end of July, so July 1st is when Banners of Valhalla starts. We're going to skip over the thing that's coming in July, because I want to talk about that later, because that's the one I'm really most excited for. Now, in development, this is stuff that Wargaming is now working on, that's going to be released kind of soon, but not soon, but it's in development. Booster trade up. You got all of these little boosters, so you'll be able to trade in your smaller boosters for bigger boosters. I know this is a lot of stuff. I know this was a feature that people wanted. I'm still going to use my smaller boosters. I don't think I'll ever funny used to this, but people that don't like using smaller boosters and really want to get through the bigger boosters, next season, we're getting 2 tech tree lines. I thought they would just only do 1 tech tree line per season, but no, Wargaming is surprising us by doing 2 tech tree lines. One is Cold War, which is a Eastern Alliance line. Is it a Russian line, or is it just an Eastern Alliance line? Oh, it's a Soviet Eastern Alliance line. The second is a small USA line coming from World War II that is exclusive to console, which we have a couple exclusive lines in console, and they're usually pretty good. You got all the mercenary tanks, you got all the Cold War stuff, and we also have the Storm Tiger line, and I think that was, if you exclude Cold War stuff, and I think it's just mercenaries and the Storm Tiger line. I think that's the only exclusive stuff that we have in World War II, excluding premium tanks and stuff like that. Exclusive stuff for console is always really nice to see in World War II. Maybe it's an artillery line. Be funny if it was an artillery line, because it's been a while since the last artillery was released in the game, which is the Equalizer. It's been over 5 years since then, so yeah, I guess we're kind of due for an artillery line. I know people are gonna hate that, but hey, artillery players still need some content. And on the Lessa server for World of Tanks PC, they have a second Soviet artillery line, so who knows? Now watch that actually become true. Okay, so this is off. So let's move on to the under exploration. This is stuff that Wargaming is currently thinking about, working on, and stuff like that, and wanting to do stuff. So the first one is also what was in the first roadmap of it, was they want to rework consumables, equipment, and commander skills. I'm very interested to see what they do with that. So basically they want to improve, they were going to add more skills, and they want to improve skills that just don't get used. Also, Wargaming, if you're listening, I want my swimming lessons back. Give me my swimming lessons. Give it. Another thing they're working on is the HUD. They're working on the HUD, more about the penetration side, about the reticle. Wargaming also said in August it'd be something to get ready to rock. So I'm guessing Metal Fest will be coming back again. So I can get all the Metal Fest tanks again. And more? Probably. That's probably what that is. In August, that's about what time they usually do that for. Now, time to talk about the biggest thing in this roadmap. Especially what I think, and what I've been asking for to come back. Wargaming surprised me. I was not expecting this. They didn't only bring tier 1 and 2 back, but they're bringing every single tank back they have retired for the tech trees. Now, these tanks have been retired since the end of 2020, which is update 6.0. Update 6.0, which was December 21st or 16th. I don't remember which one it is. of 2020. 60 vehicles that are currently retired and are coming back. So, I am very, very excited for Tier 1 and Tier 2 to come back. I thought it was the dumbest thing that Wargaming has ever done of removing Tier 1 and Tier 2. Why? Easy. Okay. Just take away your tutorials. If you don't have tutorials, grinding through Tier 1, then 2, then 3, then going out the tiers like that, mainly 1 to 5 are really the learners for the game. Any like old players before 2020, like that grind through the textures from Tier 1 and all the way up to Tier 10, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Tier 1, so basically, Tier 1, you get in, there's nothing really special about Tier 1. You're in and out in a couple of battles. Basically, that's the reason Wargaming removed Tier 1 and Tier 2. They wanted to put the people that are coming to the game into like the bigger and higher tiers faster, which I thought was dumb, because Tier 1 and Tier 2 and up to 5 are really the training tiers, especially Tier 1 and 2. Tier 1, you only get one map. It's mines, and that may sound like complete like repetitive and stuff like that, but it's fine. It's literally fine. Tier 1, all you have to do for a new player, you jump into Tier 1, all you have to do to know how to play a Tier 1 tank is literally, you don't have to worry about armor, you don't have to worry about where to shoot a target, because almost every single tank, Tier 1 has literally no armor. You don't really need to know map positioning, except for mines, because it's mines. You go river, you go around the hill, you go up the hill. You get shot from the hill, oh, you realize, it's like, maybe I want to go hill now. And you don't really have to, there's a lot of things to learn in this game. And Tier 1 and Tier 2 and going up the tiers really slows it down for you. Tier 1, you're just there. You don't need to know map positioning or how to angle your armor or really need to know where all the penetration and weak points are for tanks. You just need to know how to drive, how to aim the gun, and fire. That's what Tier 1 is. You're not there for long. It's like 5 or 6 battles. It's like 5 or 6 battles. And all Tier 1s are free. Tier 2s are like a couple thousand silver. So basically, I think 20,000 silver will easily get you consumables, ammunition, all your upgrades, and to buy the Tier 2. That's super cheap, and you're there for maybe 5 battles at max. You got a little bit used to how the game works. You're not thrown in like into Era 1 where you got all these freaking maps. Like every map that you're in, oh, it's a different map every single time. There's 15 people on the other team that knows what they're doing. There's so many tanks. And it's completely overwhelming in all these different weak points, different armors, getting one-shots by 4,005. Tier 1 just really slows the game down, and it's like, okay, gives a chance for new people to just be like, oh, this is what I do, this is what I learn. And also, the lower tiers are really fun. Then Tier 2, you step up to Tier 2, you get a little bit more maps. It gets a little bit more, you need a little bit more XP, you need a little bit more silver. It's nothing crazy, it's like 30,000 versus Tier 3, I think? And you stay in that for 10 games, something like that. But now you have a little bit of armor. You have a little bit more maps. You have a little bit more of a grind. It's baby steps, and that's what new players need. It's like 20 battles between these two tiers, Tier 1 and Tier 2. But they're like the most important 20 battles that a player will play. Because that's where you learn the game. Doesn't matter about the tutorial, because that's not a real match. That's not a real game. It's just a tutorial, and they just tell you what to do. And here, you got the basic understanding of how to drive, how to shoot, and stuff like that. These throw in a Tier 1 match. It's not overwhelming. I think they're still going to have Tier 1s at 7v7. And you're just there. You're in a match. You're fine. And It's not overwhelming, it's fun. And that's how a lot of people have grown, and how a lot of people started this game. It was Tier 1 and Tier 2. It was super important, and they got rid of it. Console did. PC and Blitz kept it around. They like trimmed all the tech tree lines down, but they understood that Tier 1 and Tier 2 were super important. But a PC, I know on PC that the queues are extremely long for Tier 1s because they don't have bots in the lower tiers. Unless they changed it. I remember just being at a Tier 1, just like 3 minutes of fun a game. It was like, what the heck is this? I missed the bot. It's like, I missed the bot. Tier 1s and Tier 2s are coming back. Some 3s and 4s are coming back. Really excited. Yeah, I'm really excited for Tier 1s and 2s to come back. That's basically the best help this entire game could get. Any player could get. Is grinding the tiers 1 through 10. Normally. Like that. Instead of just getting thrown in Cold War or Tier 3 where it's all like... You got a lot more stuff. You got a lot more maps, a lot more grinding to go through. You're with that tank a lot longer than Tier 1 and Tier 2. Also, that's another thing. Tier 1 and Tier 2, it goes by fast, so it's not like a very long game. You get the, oh, it's like, oh, I get the game now. I just play a couple matches, upgrade my tank along the way, and you just buy the next thing. I did that with 5 matches. Oh, it's pretty easy. You get the grind, you get the fill, you get things. It's tiny little things, but it's there. It teaches people the game. Tier 1 and Tier 2 was so important to this game, and I'm so happy they're bringing it back. That's it for this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also remember Slapafish, because Wargamingt, and peace out. See ya.